What is up, guys? We are back talking a brand new movie called The Shape of Water. This is one of my most anticipated movies for the award season due to the fact that this movie is directed by Del Toro. This is one of my favorite visionary directors, from Pan's Labyrinth to Hellboy to Crimson Peak. I actually did enjoy Crimson Peak. I thought it was different. And Shape of Water here is different. And I would like to say that I think this is Del Toro's best film to date. I think every single film that the guy's directed beforehand has led up to this moment, and he's taken every strength and skill from those films and pushed it into this movie. And then any cons or negatives he's had in those other films, he's whisked away and put into this brand new fairy tale that Del Toro's dreamed up. And it really is just immaculate how creative this film is, but also how beautiful the movie is itself. I say that with a lot of love, because this film, every single minute of this film made me fall more in love with it. From the characters written and performed by the actors in here, or even from the mythology brought into here with the fairy tale aspect of this fish creature that we see. Because I find this film to be kind of a reference to Creature from the Black Lagoon mixed with a different type of fairy tale that's oddly gruesome and weird at the same time, but that's what Del Toro does best. And I think that's what this film does amazingly well. And the fact that Creature from Black Lagoon is probably my favorite horror monster, this kind of gave me a little bit more love for this character. This fish creature played by Doug Jones, who, if you guys don't know who Doug Jones is, look him up. The guy is a really good actor, and I don't think he gets enough credit where it's due. And him playing this fish creature, who really just has no dialogue, you believe in the emotion he hits into him. You believe in the character development that goes with this fish creature, and it's so greatly looked at. I mean, I have to really praise that Del Toro. I mean, Del Toro's really more about prosthetics and makeup and stuff, but the prosthetics and makeup really work on this character. And I'm curious to see how much CGI was actually used for the character, because the makeup, it looked so realistic. Like, I would have believed that this thing is something real that they found in the real world. I loved the look of the character. I think this film really works because of Sally Hawkins' performance in here and Richard Jenkins' performance. Because Sally Hawkins plays a mute girl in here who really just works at this facility, this government facility, with Octavia Spencer, who Octavia Spencer is also fantastic in here, giving a lot of the great comedic elements to this movie. That this film is weirdly, oddly, which it is a weird, oddly movie, but it also has weird, oddly humor placed into it, which you would think, oh, does that ruin the theme of the film and the pacing? No, it actually enhances it, which is weird because, like I said, this is Del Toro. It has those weird, kooky vibes to it, but it works for this dramatic undertone for the film because, of course, this film is overall a fairy tale. It's a weird, gruesome fairy tale, but it works. But going back to the performances, Sally Hawkins, I think this might be my second or third favorite performance. Maybe it's tied up there with number one. I don't know. She is so good in here. And there's one scene in particular with her character that I don't want to get into, but the way the scene was shot, the way she performed in that scene, and the way Del Toro had the camera whisking around in the scene was amazing. It's something that hasn't been in the trailer. It's something that really is an old throwback to older films. The scene that is so different from this year in genre that I think for some people it could pull them out of the movie, but for me it enhanced the role and enhanced that moment in the movie. And I really fell in love with that scene. I don't want to get into spoilers, so I'm just going to say that I think if you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's towards the later half of the film. Of course, Michael Shannon is also in the film, and I mean, Michael Shannon's great. When is the dude not a good actor? He gives a good performance in here. Not one of his best, I would say. I don't think it's award-worthy, but I think really Sally Hawkins and Richard Jenkins are fantastic in here. Richard Jenkins, again, one of the actors in here who brings a lot of levity to his character developments to him, and I love where his character ends up going, and I think he's just a great friend to the character of Sally Hawkins. I don't think I've even talked about how this film was shot. The cinematography for this film, I thought Blade Runner was the most beautiful film of this year, but I think this is like right under that film. I think this film is beautifully shot. I think Del Toro's way of using the camera and moving it around, especially with the underwater scenes per se, or even the other amazing, beautiful imagery you see in this film is just beautiful. It's like a portrait, and I love saying that because this is what this film really feels like. It feels like paintings and drawings thrown onto the big screen, and I really just, every second of this film made me fall more and more in love with this film. From the kooky spooky, weird themes of the film to the great fairy tale aspect as well that totally mesh together well because it's Del Toro's movie. You totally know this is a Del Toro movie. From acting, from the actors and the actresses in here being phenomenal, from the creature really working, not feeling cheesy, but really you can believe in this relationship between all the characters and this creature, from everything just working in general from that aspect. Humor really not giving away the undertone of the drama of the scenes, and that humor actually really enhancing the movie. The CGI is a beautiful, the film's shot amazingly, and I think I have to talk about the score. I think my favorite score from this year is probably this one. It's right up there with Blade Runner, but these two are probably my favorite scores from this year, and I absolutely adored the score in this film. It really just goes back to the old classic movies. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of Fallout as well, but I love the score of this movie, and I just fell in love with the score. I think the score is what really made me more fall in love with the film, and it just, again, the word is enhanced. Every aspect of this film enhanced more and more of a reason to why you should love this film. And Del Toro overall, he's made a near masterpiece here. I think, like again I said, I think this is my favorite Del Toro film. I think it's his best well-made film. I will say I have one con to the film, and that con is I feel like the movie's pacing at times was slow. It was a little slow at times and to build up. And then sometimes it would get rampant really fast. And that was the one thing that I don't think enhanced or meshed with the film at all. But that's really just a small con in the way of such an amazing film. I can't wait to see The Shape of Water again. I really recommend you guys go check out The Shape of Water. So with all that said, I'm going to give The Shape of Water an A-. You guys are probably thinking I was going to give this a perfect score. I don't. I think that con really did bother me, especially more on thinking of it. Because when I walked out, I was like, you know, an A+. I loved it. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know, that pacing really did kind of bother me at times. But really, I think Del Toro took all of his strengths, amped it up to 15, and made an amazing film here, guys. I think Shape of Water is easily going to be an awards contender. This is easily my top 10, and I want to hear what you guys think of Del Toro's new film. Comment down below and tell me, have you guys seen it yet? Are you anticipating it yet? And make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, because that's what's important here, guys. I love when you guys support me. I love talking movies, because that's what we do here. Make sure to go check us out down below at sandwichjohnfilms. Bunch of reviews, bunch of giveaways and advanced screenings also, guys. So make sure to go check us out down below. Guys, tons of reviews coming up, so make sure to check out for this channel. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a video. Next time, stay classy and have a great rest of your day.